Hello everyone and welcome back to another part of my little talk episode. Today's topic is going to be Battlefield 1 and my thoughts and views on the game. So for you who don't know, Battlefield 1 is a World War I shooter developed and released by DICE about 3 weeks ago now. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about my views on it. Myself being a huge Battlefield fan, I find this game to be the best one in the series since probably Battlefield Bad Company 2. So, to start off, I would like to talk a little bit about the theme of the game, which is a very dark, mature and kind of serious setting, which the game, sets off right from the bat, because the very first thing you do in the game when you load it up is you have to play, a 5-minute gameplay, where it basically says that, 60 million soldiers fought in the war, 20 million died, you are not expected to survive. That's the last thing the game says. Then it puts you in control of a soldier who has to defend the area. You get killed, you're gonna get killed. It's a scripted event, and it says when you were born and when you died, and you have to repeat it 4 times. And it's just interesting to see how it really shows that the soldiers weren't happy. It was really a depressing, dark place, and it really shows that right off the bat in the game, how it actually is. Also, if you can see in the background, I recorded a clip of the game playing multiplayer, so you guys have something to see, and not just my my face and whatnot. So the campaign, most of the time Battlefield games campaigns aren't really that impressive. It's it's a campaign, it's fun and whatnot, but it's not that impressive. This campaign definitely is different. It's a very good, very well-made campaign. It has 5 different chapters split into mini episodes, I guess. So it's 5 stories and a couple of chapters in each story, I guess. So first story is you as a tank driver in the French countryside. During the front lines I think the entire game takes place in 1917 and 1918, so there's nothing in the start of the game. So you're a tank driver, you're driving around just charging the enemies and whatnot. It's a very fun episode. The second one is you flying a airplane as a pilot, obviously. The third one is you in the Italian mountain as a special Italian army force. The fourth one is you being a runner. The runners being people who delivered messages from the front lines back to the HQ, because obviously the only real way to deliver messages were either by hand, aka the runner, or he's having a pigeon, which is also a thing you do in the game, is actually fly as a pigeon. So the last episode is you as a girl playing under the command of Lawrence of Arabia, which for you guys who know history, that's obviously a pretty major and important character to the whole World War I. So it's a very good campaign, definitely good. A little bit short in my opinion. The first story is an hour, but some of them are the Italian one takes 30 minutes, if that. So overall, I think it's 5 hours or so for the older campaigns, and it's very enjoyable, if a little bit short of a campaign. But obviously, it's a Battlefield game, so obviously the multiplayer is going to be the main, the actual main focus of the game. So here I'm going to show you guys a little trailer on my computer here of the game, which is the official launch trailer. So I'm going to show you this, guys, on the computer. And just to add, I just want to point out that how, as you can see at the bottom, it says game engine footage. They're not joking. This is how the game looks and can play out. Obviously, it's 64 players, so it doesn't have to play out exactly like this, but it's a possibility in the game. By the way, this is my favorite map. I think it's Monte Grappa, which is the Italian mountains, which is a very fun map. So as you can see at the top, that's a Zeppelin. That's one of the new additions to the game. It's a Behemoth, which is a super vehicle added in the game, and is given to the losing team in order to give them a chance to come back. The Zeppelin, the train, and the boat is one of the 3 Behemoths you can get on the map. And the Zeppelin is, in my opinion, the best one. But if we go back to the trailer here, you can see that it spawns in most open maps. And it's definitely a way to turn it back for the losing team and actually give them a chance. As you can see, if I go back to secondary, you can see the flamethrower. That's one of the new things in the games, that there's kits that appear randomly on the map. It's the flamethrower, anti-tank, and the support. Those are the kits you can pick up to make yourself a little stronger. They always have a little bit more health, and they obviously have a very powerful gun. The flamethrower being a very close combat based weapon. tank. As you can see, the guns on tank is mounted on the side and not on top as in most modern tanks, which makes it so you cannot shoot behind. You can shoot in like I would say like a 180-degree turn, but definitely not behind you. And it's a very not a very maneuverable tank, so you know you're really gonna make sure to keep your back covered. So if you go back to the trailer here, you can see that the horse is obviously a new addition as well. Very mobile, but not as much armor as a tank for, you know, obvious reasons. That's the train I was talking about, the new Behemoth, as you can see here. They have guns mounted on basically the entire damn thing, which is very, very powerful as well. And these are the giant boats. Like I said, that's the last Behemoth. In my opinion, the least... Well, okay, I take it back. I would say the train's the least helpful, just because it's, I mean, it's on a track. You can go backwards and forwards. There's not much you can do with the fucking train. But yeah, so just want to touch base on you guys with the launch trailer. As you can see, it is based on a game that actually can play out like that. So last thing I want to show you guys is the clip that I made, like that I showed you guys behind me. I want to take it up so I can show you guys the gameplay that I played. So as you can see here, here's a little clip of me in a tank as the main driver. And I'm playing Conquest on a map, of which I don't remember the name at the moment. But see, that's one of the new tanks. It's the tank that, in my opinion, looks like a milk carton. I mean, it is what it is. It's very, very good. It's, in my opinion, the best tanks, because there's 3 different tanks. There's that one, the anti-tank tank, which is the one that had the 2 guns on the sides. And there's the very small, like one-player tank that's, I mean, it's fast and okay damage, but it doesn't have shit for armors. I mean, you die if you get hit by like anything. And yeah, I just want to show you guys this map. I'm going to show you how the game looks, how it like acts and whatnot. Talking about new additions to the game, there's 2 new game modes. There's the War Pigeon, which is the players having to take control of a pigeon, write down a message, then release the pigeon. And if you stand still, you write the message faster, but obviously you run the risk of getting killed because, I mean, you're standing still. So it's a very squad and team-based game. I mean, if you don't have help from your teammates, you're not gonna... The possibility of you actually being able to write the message is almost 0. And the other thing they added is the Operation game modes, which is basically, it's a rush, but with flags instead of the little things you have to destroy. You have to capture flags, then push the defending team back. But it's across like multiple games, like 2 or 3 maps you have to do it on, where the attacking team only has 3 lives, I guess you could say. Like if you run out of tickets, you lose one life, and you basically have 3 chances to complete all of the maps. Very fun, almost impossible to win as the attacker, just because it's so lopsided to the defending team. So that's just what I wanted to talk about today, guys. One of my favorite Battlefield games. I definitely recommend you guys to go and pick it up today. Find some friends to play with. It's a lot more fun if you have people talking with, like actually getting tactics, getting team coordination, like actually working as a team. It will help you and make the game a lot more fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.